Right, I guess we got it working here. G'day guys, this is the border, 600 meters from the border. I thought I'm here anyways covering the story, so I might as well run a live feed. I tried to run across a few platforms, it wasn't working. So here it is. Right there, that is Gaza all there. There's been a lot of activity on this border tonight. Can you guys hear me? Just let me know.
I can hear you.
Ah, there we go. All right, so welcome guys. G'day from California. There you go. You can hear a lot of Israeli fire at the moment. There's been a lot. This border's been. It was really quiet for about 24 hours after the two hostages, the American hostages, were released. No, you can't hear me. So how did you know? A little exposed. Look, I think we're in an alright spot. It's a bit out of the way, out of the direct fire, but tonight you guys can join me out here as we watch to see when this incursion may start. Free Palestine from Hamas. I agree with you, Eddie. Good idea. So for those who are just joining, this is all Gaza in there. It's a bit dark at the moment. It's about, it's almost midnight. Thank you, reality. Yeah, there's a lot of banging happening here. It's pretty active tonight. That's why I thought I might as well go live as we're following what's happening. You'll probably see a bit as well. I thought if I'm sitting out here following the story and watching what's happening, to be able to bring you it all at the URL, for those of you that have the URL, it's truthaboutthewar.com. I thought I might as well bring it live. It certainly sounds like trouble is brewing. 8:30 Melbourne. Welcome Melbourne. So we've been here for many hours. Is it genuinely scary? Yeah. Define scary. Is it scary to be out here? When you'll see when they start shooting this direction, it's pretty scary. But I think some of the scenes we've seen in Israel are certainly super scary. Oh, there you can see some fire. There you go. Israel will go in. It's a matter of time. Nobody knows. It certainly was supposed to be, I believe, on Saturday early morning. That's what all our sources were saying. It's artillery. But then Hamas released the two American, do you hear that? The cats, those are the cats going nuts. Yeah, they released two hostages in the 11th hour, which I think forced... Did you hear the kitties? It was almost as loud as the explosions. But tonight, so for 24 hours after they released those hostages, after Biden essentially said there was backroom talks, it was very, very quiet. But the last few hours, it's been really, really active on the border. There's no one really left here except myself and a couple of alternative media guys here that the mainstream media have all left. They were here all day while it was pretty quiet. But now in this position, we had to evacuate our last position just because it was getting way too hot. But this one gives us a good overview. So that is all Gaza in there. Yeah, we're trying to stay safe. Thanks, Gaza. Yeah, the cats are fed up. Yeah, make love, not war. I agree with you, but you know, when you see the kind of attack that was done on a sovereign state and the kind of barbaric attack. I think if it was your wife, your kids, your girlfriend, your mother, I dare say you'd want the government, your government, to stand up for you and to protect you and stop it from happening again. I'm definitely not armed. I'm a sitting duck here. Do you have Muslim mates, by the way? Yeah, I have Muslim friends. This is, yeah. What's that buzzer noise? There's a lot of things in the air. I think there's. What's that buzzing noise? You?
It's an ISR drone.
ISR drone.
Yeah, it's a military drone.
A military drone. Where the tanks at? They're all down there. When it was a bit lighter, you could see them moving.
Yeah.
You'll see them shooting, probably firing pretty soon. Show Willie. He's too pretty for my camera. Do you have security? No security. We're basically... So somewhere along here today, they found a terrorist in the fields below here who'd been hiding out for 16 days since that attack. We've run to shelter a lot. There's no shelter where we are right now, but they don't tend to really fire here now. Although last night there was mortar in this direction. They said there was mortar fire to here last night. No, what's his name said that? Trey?
Yeah, they said there was mortar fire.
Mortar fire here. What did they do?
I don't know.
They just prayed.
I think it's
Laid on the ground.
Mortar fire here, right here. Don't run, just lay down.
Lay down. There's no shelter here really.
I got dibs on it.
You got dibs on the ditch?
Yeah, you can lay in the
I got dibs under you on the ditch.
No, you can lay on top.
We've got a couple of ex-Marines here, so who are alternative media now. So
Yeah, if Scott takes mortar fire again.
yeah, I'm trying to get some interviews with Palestinians, but it's kind of difficult at the moment. Can you make a Dan Andrews joke? That's just not funny. Thanks for making me laugh. So I thought I might as well start the live feed because I'm here anyways, and we're watching the border to see if and when this ground operation begins. It was set to start on early Saturday morning, but Friday night Hamas released 2 American hostages, I imagine in a bid to postpone and to push off the incursion. But that's all speculation, and that's pretty much at the moment on the ground here. You've sort of got to guess where you should be and where you need to get to next. There's obviously the northern border's also heating up. Thank you, Jerry. Oh. Allah Akbar, yes, Allah's certainly great, mate, yeah. Shizzy. No, not yet. I don't know why they didn't. I think the whole country, in fact, the whole world's probably asking why it took 6 hours for the IDF to respond. It's pretty crazy. I haven't been able to get a straight answer on that yet. But I believe, people's most immediate concern is the now 210 confirmed hostages, but there's also there's up to 200 people still missing, so not confirmed dead or kidnapped. So there's 210 in there now that are confirmed kidnapped. So somewhere in there, confirmed kidnapped. But there's another approximately 200 missing. So there could be up to 400 in there still. Mostly civilians, men, women, children, babies. Are you concerned about being there on the border? Look, yeah, of course. I'd love to be at home in Melbourne now with my wife and kids, but there's literally no other mainstream media here where we are. There's 2 other alternative media guys here from, what have we got? What's your channel called?
Battles and Beers.
Battles and Beers. He's actually not bad for a Yank. Ex-Marine. He's kind of alright. He spent a lot of time covering Ukraine. And where else have you been? Let's get a shot of him. Can I put you in it?
Yeah.
He's over here. So where can they find you?
On
Instagram,
Battles.
battles.and.beers. There you go. So he's been great company. We've got Benji there, who's operating the other camera that he's dropped there for us. And then we've got an Australian veteran down there who runs also alternative media. They focus on conflict zones, I guess. Human experiences in war. Also Willie's like that too. Or Willie's is a bit different.
He does more of like
Analysis.
Willie OAM.
Willie OAM. And
On YouTube.
on YouTube, there you go. So it's literally 3 Aussies and 2 Yanks. We're going to use the Yanks as human shields because Australian lives matter. What do you think about the protests supporting Hamas Australia over the weekend? It's horrific, isn't it? You've seen, large numbers of people from the Islamic community and leftists around the world show their hand supporting Hamas. You see, they're supporting terrorists, and the fact that no one there is calling for the hostages to be released it's vile. And on top of that, anyone that's going around ripping posters of babies, children and babies who are kidnapped and currently, held hostage in that hellhole is quite disgusting. But who said Avi's awesome?
They said they found me because of you.
They found you because of me.
Yeah.
You're already converting. They've literally left my live to go to yours. I bet your analysis is a lot better. His is a lot less political. It's a lot more militaristic. That's the word. Not really. What is it?
Militaristic.
I don't know. That was your friend's call. Human experiences. But whose human experience?
Humane.
What human experience are you filming now? You're just documenting our human experience watching it.
Yeah, this is a human experience. Observing war.
Observing. Okay.
Yeah, battles and beers. Heard it here, baby.
Yeah, I thought it was illegal to support terrorism. Look, it'll be interesting how authorities around the world handle this, because I can see that political correctness means the policing of terrorist sympathizers. You're seeing people waving jihadi flags and calling for jihad on Jews all around the world. You've seen in Australia. I subscribe to Beers and Battles. Beers and Battles or Battles and Beers?
Battles and
Yeah, they said they subscribed to you, but they had it back to front. So I think I'm going to call them out for fake news. Nah, he's a good bloke.
yeah, I will try to.
So I'll just keep the live feed going so you guys can literally witness what I'm witnessing live. Right now, this is literally 600 meters from the border. So 600 meters all along there is Gaza.
But if you would like to,
How many languages can you speak? I can speak English and Hebrew and some words in Yiddish and the important words in Arabic. And I only learnt those words from being called them so many times. Nice flag grind. Thank you, Neil. Thanks, Rob. Love you too. This is interesting. I've never done a live feed like this. I'm just copying the other boys. I thought if we're going to stand here, we might as well.
900 people, dude.
Nice flag, Tricky.
Yes, hold.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, guys. So if you want to see all my actual stories and coverage from here, you can go to thetruthaboutthewar.com. We're filing all the stories there, and also anything related to this conflict there.
Long form YouTube videos every 20 to 30 minutes.
Propaganda much. Okay. You're pretty much watching the live feed, so you can make up your own mind as to what's happening here.
I'm not from Vegas, no. The 1702 is far back to fix my phone. Yeah, that last
Your website. Your website name. So yes, the Gaza border is just here. So down here you have Israeli troops all in the dark down the bottom, and 600 meters from here is the border.
38 past 12. 12:38.
What's the Marines' Twitter again? It's not a Twitter. He's on Instagram and now YouTube tonight for the first time.
It's
Battles.and.beers. And he's actually a decent guy.
My YouTube is Battles and Beers
Bat-
War Stories.
Battles and Beers War Stories. Yes, I heard about the Hamas chief in London. How's that, eh? He's living rent-free in a council house while he's forcing all his people to suffer in there. That's a guy you can get along with. Yeah, he's actually pretty decent. Yeah, we're with Willie's also here. Willie's over there.
Stalingrad survivor, German one.
So there's 3 Aussies here and 2 Yanks. Thank you, Art of War.
Yeah, really introduce the channel. I have no idea how to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not very technologically competent. I can open the stream. I've published part of that interview. If you go to the Instagram page, you can find it. I think it's a couple weeks old. It should be from a Mecca. How to get permission to be there? We did. We swapped it.
When do I fly back to Australia? Not sure yet.
Oh, I love his accent.
Takes just into I don't know.
Same with Billy. Australian accents are some of my favorites.
I'll just keep this live feed. Let me know if you have any questions. The comments are flying through, so it's a bit hard to keep up. Is Rukshan with you? No, Rukshan's not with me. He's copying a lot of crap just for even being, I don't know. Rukshan didn't really take a side in this conflict, which is, he's super neutral on it, but people seem to be really angry if you call out terrorism. But the problem is decency is outnumbered at the moment around the world, because if you just look at how many people hate the only Jewish state, start with the majority of the Islamic world for ideological reasons, and that's why you see so many huge rallies around the world against Israel, and they're quite scary. Ask any Jew. The tiny minorities living in Australia and Europe, tonight you're seeing reports of Jews being targeted in France. Old couples, their houses, their doors being burnt down. A Jew in America stabbed to death. So you have massive numbers which are taking it out on Jews, and they only support the Palestinian cause because of their ideology, because they see them as their Islamic brothers, not brothers enough to take them in. You remember this? People talk about the fact that this border has been closed since Hamas, a terrorist group, took control of Gaza, but they often don't mention the fact that the Egyptian border is also shut. And there's a reason why the Egyptians themselves are also closing the border, and those Islamic states are unwilling to take the refugees. But has there been any activity? Yeah, there's been a lot of activity tonight. I started a bit late just because I was trying to see if I can get the live to run on a few platforms, but it's not working. Yeah, Egypt and Jordan won't take the refugees, of course. Yeah, the Victoria Police, it's a good point. Victoria Police were in the Jewish communities during lockdown in big numbers to ensure Jews, God forbid, went to pray in synagogue on the high holidays. But now that there are jihadis running around Melbourne looking for Jews, they're suddenly missing in action here. I can see Rukshan's in the comments. Make sure Benji is working. Benji, are you working? Rukshan's asking if you're working.
Nope.
Rukshan? I don't know. He's having a break. It's been long for yeah, Rukshan. Rukshan is the legend. Hate Israel all you want, but you gotta love Rukshan. Israel does this daily for over 50 years. What did you expect to happen? What do they do daily for 50 years, Stub BK? You just make up nonsense. So are you justifying the butchery, the rape, the kidnap of civilians because you made up a story about Israel over the last 50 years? You people make me sick. Stop genocide. What genocide? Again, nonsense that you guys spew. Genocide. The Palestinian people have grown in population through the 75 years since the re-establishment of the Jewish people. I don't know what genocide in the world. That's a very bad genocide if the population has grown. But again, these are all rubbish. I'm happy to get into the conversation here with anyone that wants to do it in good faith. Hold on, I'm trying to read the comments, but they're flying. I can't really. Yeah, the buzzwords, I know. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but I can't because they're going a bit fast. Yankee Polak, hi. Yankee, get it on the Rebel News. I'll put that in our group. Put it on the Rebel News. This is a live feed from here, so if you can get it on the team to get it onto thetruthAboutTheWar.com so that people looking for this live feed, they can find it. So it's about 1:45 a.m. Oh, it's on all socials. There we go. Thanks, Yankee. It's 1:45 in the morning. It was a very active night here. The last 24 hours, the prior 24 hours before it got active here about, what time do you think? What time do you think it got active here? It's been a few hours.
Like 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
It's been almost continuous since 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was like a 45-minute lull.
And since, and it's been 24 hours quiet.
Yeah, it was completely quiet for almost 40.
Almost 40. Yeah, since about 2 a.m. on that Saturday Saturday morning when we left, actually.
There's that day we took all those rocket barrages.
Yeah, we took 50. That's right. Oh, that's a big one. So there was we took about 50 rockets to where we were kind of based, which is down that way. But after that, after the release of those girls, a few hours later, it got very quiet for about. It's all blending into one for me, but it's 40 days. 40 hours. So tonight it really ramped up again. And I don't know about speculating anymore because it's very hard to know when this ground incursion is going to take place. All I can tell you is it's 100% going to happen. There is no way they're not going to go in and try clean out Hamas, and I hope they're successful because I don't think anyone wants to see those scenes except the jihadis you see marching on some of the streets. But aside from that, anyone with half a heart does not want to see terrorists invading anywhere, going house to house and looking for innocent civilians to butcher, burn alive, behead, rape. It's complete evilness, and anyone that's standing behind that, well, you should take a look in the mirror. I don't know much about Itamar Ben-Gvir, to be fair, but I think right now this is beyond any single personality in Israel or in Gaza for that matter. This is about putting an end to a terrorist organization that has committed some horrific crimes.
There are Marines in Israel holidays. They work at the embassy as MSG security guards. I'm not aware of any like infantry Marines or anything like that on the ground here right now.
How will IDF determine who Hamas is and isn't? Well, the IDF, unlike any other army, basically sends evacuation notices to areas that they plan to bomb. Then they also give warning fire first. So I think they're called knock-on things, so where they hit a building with a loud sound and then they hit it. What else can they do beyond that? I'm not sure, but if you really think Israel's trying to target civilians, you're deluded, because Israel has all the ability to flatten Gaza, and they're just not going to do that, because for them the idea is about getting Hamas. So whoever's still there in those areas that have been told to evacuate, unfortunately, unless they are terrorists, they will likely get caught up in it. How far am I from the border? It's literally 600 meters over there. It's as close as I can get to the border without getting myself killed. I don't think anyone's claiming that Hamas parachuted from imaginary planes. They paraglided, but okay. I like people that are questioning those images when it was Hamas themselves that filmed and live streamed their videos. But I guess the truth doesn't suit your narrative, so you're going to find anything to quote-unquote debunk it. How many paraglided? There were, I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but there were a bunch that paraglided. There was thousands that came through the fence in trucks. That's true. I probably am safer here than central London. That's a good point, which isn't that scary to think. No, it's not the beach. It's like sand dunes here. The beach is actually on the other side of Gaza. Have you seen any near where you are? Have you? There's military all around here. The other nights where I was filming, we were basically at a military post, but it was copping so much fire that we thought we'll come to this side where you get better view of Gaza, what you're hearing is Israeli artillery. Shan, I understand what you're saying, and I would be also ashamed, but as an Australian, I'm also seeing hatred like that coming from my country. Why? Yeah, Archie, I agree with you. No, I won't get called up, Tom, because I have not served as a reservist ever, and I'm almost at the cutoff of the reserves. So I served in the army on my on my duty, but I never did the reserves, which you're supposed to do approximately every once in a year when you got called up. So there's no chance they'll call me up. I'll probably be more of a danger to the rest of the team. Bobby, I'm with you. Build a wall around Londonistan. What's something good that I've seen lately? You know what? What I've seen lately that's been really good here is the unity on so many levels in the country, at a country that's at war. Whatever people do, whatever's their specialty, they're donating it. So, for example, shops are giving free stuff to soldiers or the reservists. Today I did a story that'll come out tomorrow about volunteer. There's an entire volunteer ambulance service. Oh, that was a big one and quite close. But I think the war brings out the best and worst of humanity, and I get to see some of the best here on the ground, while so many armchair critics and experts around the world are trying to determine the future for the people here in Israel. But the people that actually lived the horrors of last weekend, and everybody in this country has been affected in one way or another, whether they personally know someone or they were there themselves. This country has become united. Thank you, C41. I'll bet they aren't concerned about pronouns. Did you guys see the London pro-Palestinian rally where they went after somebody? Check out my Twitter for all that. I think it's quite, it's laughable, because I always giggle to myself when I see, the LGBTQI plus, the ABC squad, marching for Gaza, when if they went in there, they wouldn't survive 5 minutes, and they didn't even have to go in there, because they went in the London pro-Palestinian rally and they got beaten up for it. No, there's not many rainbow flags flying in Gaza, that's for sure. They can't even rally in peace alongside even their allies. They can't rally alongside their allies. So that's they'll learn the hard way. That's the thing. And the funny thing is, over the last couple of years, I did see you saw those from the trans community who were saying how upset that they were when they saw different ethnic groups come out against them, because obviously, whether it's Muslims or Christians or Jews or whatever, a lot of the ideology that's coming from those groups does not match. But we know, in a Jewish country like Israel, in the only Jewish state, even though it doesn't, Well, I guess in Judaism you can. It goes against the whole ideology of LGBTQ doesn't suit that, but you still see that they're allowed to live here in peace. So the religion doesn't rule the land. There's separation between church and state. But if you go to Gaza, for example, you can't legally be gay. You can't fly your gay flag. Anyways, the left will learn the hard way. I think anyone that's willing to rally with those extremists while waving the LGBTQI plus or whatever it's up to now flag, they should be brave enough to do it there. Yeah, I know, Rudy.
Customs didn't give me a hard time at all. We literally walked right through and searched our bags. Right?
I don't know, Victor.
When I showed up, it was just a few days after the attacks. It's like the town I was staying in the south
Yeah, that's a drone. You're hearing a.
was like 100,000 people plus.
I like people who use the term Zionist as if it's some dirty word and usually don't really know what it means. For those of you who hate Zionists, please send me the definition of Zionist.
They reported heavy strikes in the past 2 hours. Yeah, I've been sitting here watching it.
Yeah, it is. That's the truth. There are certainly innocent people in there, and I'm hoping that they all follow the directions of the IDF and move down south or move out of the areas that the IDF tells them they're bombing. But it is hard to feel bad for civilians that got involved. That got involved in the butchery. You know, it came out after that when Hamas broke through the border. There was a lot of civilians that followed and started looting and raping, and you know, you saw them beating to death a Thai worker. That was actually civilians. So whilst I feel sorry for every innocent civilian, I hope they follow the directions and I hope they stay safe, but it's up to them to get rid of and not vote in Hamas. You know, if you're going to vote for terrorists, then they terrorize their neighbor, then there's nothing. I wish there was another way. I wish there was a way to completely protect civilians and be able to defend Israel and to defend the people of Israel. But you can't have it both ways. If you look at my Twitter tonight, you'll see what's kind of a funny video, but it just demonstrates the problem here. You have a civilian, when they were firing rockets into Israel, he's laughing, he's so happy, he's praying Allah. And next minute, oh, there you got flares up here. Can you see that? There we go. There's some action in the sky. There we go. And then the next minute, oh, they're flying. I'm trying to capture everything in this, but next minute when the Israeli Air Force is retaliating, he's crying.
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one. There's a few things happening. Look at that. Those.
So Hamas definitely has.
I think those are like heat flares that stop anti-aircraft missiles from being able to, something along those lines. I'm not an expert in that field, but that's what I've been explained before. Which apartheid are you talking about? Such nonsense you guys speak. It's just, come to Israel. For those of you who go on about apartheid, Israel is, I don't know, 8 million people, 2 million Arabs who share exactly the same rights as the Jews. So you don't know what you're talking about. You just use buzzwords. Come here and see for yourself, and then go to Gaza and see for yourself. Just because there's large crowds of large violent mobs who are declaring Israel something, it doesn't mean you have to believe them. Just because there's big numbers who all regurgitate the same nonsense, it doesn't make it true. There's a lot of messages, a lot of comments. I'm trying to follow it.
Yeah, they can. I have yet to see Israeli aircraft.
You are not God's chosen. I don't think I'm God's chosen people, but good on ya. If that makes you feel better to say it, I'm glad you're happy. Sam 24. So you sound like a friendly person. See you soon, MFR. Mofo, yes, all right. You sound like a person of peace. I guess that's...
And I've seen it in action several times a day, every 8 hours.
I feel bad for all the lives lost as well. But for those of you who want this to stop, you should probably be advocating for Hamas to release the 210 plus hostages they are currently holding. Or you don't care about them because they're Jews. We get you. We see you. We see you.
The 96-hour, I'm not aware of that video. I think it's about to start picking up a bit. I have no idea. I wondered that myself. I saw a drone in the store today, and I was like, I wonder if I should buy one of these, but they're almost certainly get shot down.
Stop starving 2 million people. You realize, don't you find it odd that they say that 2 million people are starving in there, but they've got enough to keep firing rockets? How about they... How about you demand that Hamas, the governing body in the Gaza Strip, stop spending all the foreign aid on rockets and use it on bettering the lives, the education, the food, the healthcare of Palestinians? I agree with you. I think Palestinians deserve a lot better. But the fact that you're just blaming the Jews says more about you than anything. No, we don't have super chats here. Fully demonetized. I'm just running this one so you guys can, I guess I'm out here anyways, following the story and waiting to bring you the latest at thetruthaboutthewar.com. So if you want to, instead of super chats and you want to support the work, you can support it there. Yeah, I'm on the side of preserving human life as well. But I'm not sure how that works if you have terrorists jumping over a border and butchering, maiming, raping, kidnapping innocent civilians. So if you allow that go, that's not going to be preserving life. So I think I'm with you. I'm not sure. I think most Israelis are with you. In fact, this only started when that horrible terrorist attack 2 weeks ago. a lot of people hate Jews. It's nothing new. I've lived with it my whole life. And yeah, all these threats, well, they'll be reported to authorities, and at the end of the day, just because you threaten someone, it doesn't make you, one, the big, stronger man, and trying to scare people into silence doesn't actually make you right. It actually proves the point that the enemy is dangerous. So good on you for proving it.
That's a ISR drone. Yeah, I can't. You know, the cable's in the car anyway. I want to turn off the light and go back up again. Like, no battery. Okay, even if there is.
Avi, please.
Not open.
Huh?
I can't open.
Never shot a young Palestinian boy, but you guys don't stop lying about anything, so why would you stop at that?
Not really. It's really hard to interview people here. I was saying earlier, my whole platform is built around human experiences and learning. And
So there's Gaza City is about a few kilometers from here. The Gaza border into the Gaza Strip is about 600 meters.
almost all the IDF soldiers who were involved in the fight early on were active duty. Active duty is not allowed to talk to press without permission.
You think my squatter
Usually then the interviews are very watered down, like to the point, and don't really convey a lot of human emotion. And that's like the opposite of what I'm trying to do.
think
Chill. And then most of these explosions are between 7 kilometers and 1 kilometer. You can tell when they're really close. Go back much louder. Or you can laser. Oh no, it's not USB-C. No, USB. Yeah, I'll pretty much document any story behind your website. I don't know if
I've been trying to tell you.
there is a tank like over there somewhere, and you can see it that way.
Hold on, I'm just gonna move. 1 second. Just gonna take this for a second with me because I need something from the car, and I think I need to stand next to it with this. So 1 second, I'm just going height work. There you go.
Asking for is it's good.
Where's? Yeah. Sorry, I need to get a battery pack. G'day, guys. Here we go. I'll put it back up there. Anyway. I reckon I can chuck that on. I got this one. There we go. Oh crap. Hold on. Oh, I just gotta flip it.
Yeah.
1 second. There's that stupid thing. I'll get rid of it. There we go. Boom. Does it fit with that?
I hope so.
Yeah. Just.
No.
Just be careful not to press the.
Oh, that's sketchy. Move it to the side, maybe?
That's fine.
Nah, that's gonna fall off.
It's not gonna fall off.
Oh my god.
We live in fear. Oh, that was massive.
I have no idea how long I'll be here. Honestly, at this point, I've got like more than enough footage of rockets and explosions and stuff like that. It's just getting access to like interview soldiers is so difficult here. That it's very hard to like justify me staying.
That was not fun though.
Very expensive cost.
The baby thing was not debunked. So I get it. A lot of people talk nonsense about a lot of things. So what they said was that 40 babies were found dead in that specific kibbutz, and one had been decapitated. At least one was decapitated. A bunch of them were burned alive. So if for you, how they were butchered is what matters. It's probably, again, says more about you than anything.
Oh, I love Israel. It's probably one of my favorite countries. Food's amazing, people are wonderful, scenery's great. Get some loud memories though.
I get that a lot, Lucky Phil.
Ukraine was interesting. I was there in November. So we did a lot of
Okay, GB. It's all lies. There's no funerals. You're an idiot.
documented like a ton of stories on
The baby thing did happen.
went to the east.
There were, in that one kibbutz, 40 babies butchered, one decapitated. So when the army, the whole basis of the whole idea that it was debunked was based on the idea that the army said that they didn't confirm all the babies had been decapitated, but no one claimed that all the babies had been decapitated. There was at least one that was decapitated, and they did prove it, GB. But nothing will convince you because you're one of those special kind of people. It doesn't matter. The fact that they were butchered should be enough. The fact that they're barbaric animals who film themselves butchering the babies, murdering entire families, raping women, dragging them through Gaza. The fact that you're so caught up on the idea as if whether 40 were decapitated or not, GB. But you know, you don't even use your real name, so you're one of those really brave people. Yes, JJ, I do pray for both sides for peace. I think most Israelis do. Yeah, Aaron, you can't reason with unreasonable people. Anybody who really wants this to end should be advocating that they, before anything, release the 210 plus hostages. I don't even understand why there's a conversation here. You can't go into somebody's sovereign land, hunt, butcher, gang rape, kidnap, and hold hostage their people, and then expect them just to sit by and let you do it while you still have their hostages. Any other country would go a lot harder than this. It's a joke. Just think about it. If you're in Melbourne and this happened in Melbourne, what the government would do and what you would expect the government to do. Let's say if Indonesian terrorists, remember the Bali bombings? Imagine that happened in Melbourne. And imagine even worse. Imagine they went through terrorists from Indonesia, state-sponsored terrorists from Indonesia came into communities in Melbourne. You tell me what you would want the government to do. Sit by? Now imagine it was your wife, your sister, your daughter. Gutless GB, I'm sure he has no worries, but he has no name, so he has no morals either, so it's all right. Cheers, Kyle. I've never actually done these live feeds. I thought if I'm already standing here, I might as well.
I love you just taking dumps on these trolls.
Yeah, I'm just going. Do you want to join in?
I'm okay.
Come here, come on. It's the funnest part of these live feeds is the trolls. Wait for a troll.
Got a lot of people with common sense in here, though, too.
Yeah, no, there's heaps of normal people, but I go for the troll. Yeah, the trolls are vile, especially about something like this. There's a lot of normal people, but I don't know why I didn't just run these live feeds while I was just
hanging out.
Yeah, we're watching. And I think people, they're hiding now because I bought my American backup. How Israeli of me. Did Biden send you to back me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
For 100 billion.
100 billion. They've all gone. Seriously, they're scared of you. What weaponry did you bring? That's the Palestinian flag. That's what I support. Yeah. Good on them, mate. Like, I don't know why you think that. I love it when they do that, thinking they're triggering me. I have no problem.
I've known you a week now, and you're not someone who gets triggered.
I don't.
Someone who enjoys that stuff. You've been hunting the BBC.
Don't say that on the stream. We don't want them to go to hiding. They're going to be gone tomorrow. They're going to be out of the country. You just ruined it. It doesn't seem to be getting much quieter, but it's...
No, it's keeping a moderate...
pace.
Like 2 hours ago, it was crazy.
It's 1:21 a.m. here. From about 8 p.m, there's been this constant firing from bombardment from the Israeli forces. But that comes after about 40 hours now that we've worked out.
What? Oh, the silence?
40 hours of pretty much silence. There weren't even really that many rockets in that time.
Exchanges, but
it was small.
Rocket barrage
Friday night was the most hectic.
For us,
In general, both sides, I reckon.
it was nuts. Friday night
It was nuts. Friday night was nuts. Even through the period where they released the two American hostages. It was.
I almost got killed by that drone at the beginning of Yemini.
Yeah, we almost. we had to run away from a drone that came in our direction. Oh, GB's back. Why did GB came back when you left?
Of course.
GB's scared of the Yanks. So guys, if you want to actually see beyond just a live stream of what I've been witnessing here firsthand, you can go to thetruthaboutthewar.com and share everything. You can share this live feed via that as well. I tried to run it on other platforms, but it wasn't working. Mate, hold on. Just a dog has come onto my live feed and said, it says, piss off Avi. Come onto my live feed to tell me to piss off my own live feed. The chutzpah of just a dog. Oh my God. I'm super biased because I'm an ex-IDF soldier. Yeah, there's tank fire there. GB, if you actually identify yourself, we can work out how biased you are and where you come from. But unlike you, I use my name and I stand in my convictions and I believe in good over evil and I stand against terrorism wherever we see it. But GB, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm already so invested into that. Yeah. Granted.
Dude, we're the only press out here.
Literally, I want to point out the only press here right now watching what's happening in Gaza from the closest point you can be in Gaza to Gaza is 3 alternative media. What is it?
The time is?
The time is 1:25 a.m. What's the point?
Yeah, just so people know.
So the people know, oh yes. It's 1:25 a.m. All the other press went home hours ago before any of before any of this actually really started to heat up.
Tank fire. It's something like 700 meters in front of us. So it's like, I got it on main camera. I'll make sure to keep that. Yeah, I'm sure it's all for insurance purposes. That's another benefit.
Right. Make sure you close the car up with
The last 3 days we've been in now.
the car was going to drain.
Just down the road. Bunker down there.
Alright, close the trunk.
The back door was open. Does that mean?
It's nice to meet you. Near dudes.
That was you, dude.
When you leave, just make sure it closes.
Oh, yeah, we feel all
God save those innocent hostages. I absolutely agree, and I also hope and pray that the civilians don't get caught up in it. Wow, look at that.
Big one.
I'm gonna hear it now. This is gonna bang. Wow, that was. How far was that one?
I was
Yeah, they are.
There is no point in debating. There's no point in debating those who first are debating in bad faith, but I often find I do like debating people with opposing views in circumstances where I can show how ridiculous their arguments are. 5 kilometers there. If somebody was counting, you could probably work it out. It's probably about 5 k's.
As long as your stream right about there.
What's the calculation? How do you work it out?
Every second is 300 meters.
Every second so you see the flash, every second before you hear the bang is 300 meters. There you go, guys. So you can do it from now on.
No, it's the same angle. The lights are gone. They've blown up whatever was over there.
I'll contact Rudy. Yeah, I will contact Rudy. I hope you're staying safe.
Yeah, something fired behind us.
Yeah.
Might be that helicopter.
You can hear a chopper. Chopper's firing now as well. For those of you claiming Israel are child killers, I wonder why you're so silent about those that actually hunted and butchered children. Instead, you're targeting those that do everything they possibly can to avoid hitting children. Buzzwords. Yeah.
Hamas does fire a lot of rockets. However, tonight, I haven't seen.
Drink some coffee. Yeah, I need some coffee, to be fair. It's 1:30 a.m. just about. 1:29 a.m. Again, guys, if you want to see our reports or you appreciate the mission we have here on the Israel-Gaza border, head over to thetruthaboutthewar.com and help cover the costs or share our stories there.
Hamas does not wear uniforms. The IDF soldiers
I'm not armed, no.
khaki green color. We got these helmets with like camouflage over your back. Yeah, they do. They do.
No, we're 600 meters from Gaza. So the border's 600 meters. Yeah, there are a lot of sick people in the world. Those who celebrate what had happened and what's ongoing. Remember, there's still over 210 hostages. At least 210. There's about 200 missing. And these people are still celebrating that. And they just denounced Israel for responding to the disgusting attack, the sickening attack. So go watch the videos. And not Israeli videos, watch their videos.
far as I know, they're not in Gaza. I feel like if they were doing the ground invasion, we would all know. It'd be a lot louder. But tanks are moving around right now. So, hey, Willie. I wonder if that tank moving down there is gonna shoot. It'd be really loud. We can hear small arms fire off to the right sometimes, like M4s and more rifles, but not super often. And they're like probably 400 meters away. Earlier there was
Jim Jeffries, yes, I miss Jimmy boy.
off to the right, like just like an entire belt of ammunition.
No, the Iron Dome, so where I am, the Iron Dome has been turned off to say, because it's about 60 grand per missile, so they've turned it off in this area because it's been evacuated. So we're sitting ducks from the Iron Dome.
Yeah, if they shoot rockets,
If they shoot rockets at us now, for all you Hamas-loving trolls,
no, we're
please don't tell them to shoot rockets this way.
we're roughly 600 meters from the border. Also, where we are right now,
The truth about the war, the truth about the war.com, I don't think it's down, but sometimes it takes a minute to load. Obviously, the Iron Beam, I don't think the Iron Beam is a real thing yet. It would be amazing if it was. The truth about justifying genocide. You obviously don't know the definition of genocide, but cool.
carrying a weapon would make me combat.
It's offensive to pretty much any real genocide.
I do have 2 tourniquets though. But if I need 3, then I think I would just rather die.
Yeah, sometimes it might be a bit slow sometimes, but nothing I can do about that. Ignorant people in the chat and in real life, but that's the way it is. Tonight I'm just letting you experience what I've been experiencing some of the nights here as we report on what's happening here on the front line. Sharon, I'm listening. Thank you, Wombat. I'm pretty tired, but I'm exhausted. But I don't know what's the plan.
What time is it?
It's already 1:30, and if we want to head north tomorrow,
That's Willie.
I'll check.
Let's go bivouac in the synagogue.
What? Going for the synagogue?
Let's bivouac in the synagogue.
We don't have blankets.
I mean, that's kindergarten has blankets.
So at the moment, we're just trying to figure out where and what we do, because of course we are trying to cover the ground invasion as it happens, when and if it happens. It's definitely going to happen. The question is when and how. So we're deciding where to go, when to stay, and whether to head north. So we're just going to put our heads together and work it out now as to whether to stay here or to wrap up soon. And God save the innocent. That's right, Matthew. I don't know why that flag has it. It's God save the innocent. It isn't. Shouldn't be subjected to one people. The innocent people that were butchered and raped and burned alive and kidnapped and taken into Gaza, they're also innocent. But you seem to only care about one innocent. Why is that? Have you ever asked yourself that, Matthew?
Yeah, time zones are weird.
Matthew's a troll, I know. I don't know why I engage with the trolls. It's
Yeah,
kind
there's
of...
a Hamas drone above us.
I don't even know how do you stop
There, we just took off running.
here? Oh, you can get rid of trolls. I didn't realize that. This is the first one I've done.
Missile drones, they're...
I can nuke the trolls. Did you know that?
Huh?
You can nuke the trolls.
Can you?
Yeah. Some of them are fun, but there was one just kept posting the same comment, and then I just hide from channel. Boom. That's some Israeli tactic.
We knew it was Hamas, but Israeli soldiers were trying to shoot.
It's not about an eye for an eye. This is not revenge. Remember, they have 210 plus hostages still there. Not an eye for an eye. You've got to do everything you can to save your people. So firstly, it's about getting the hostages back. The second point is to ensure that they can't do that again.
So hard.
The one from the other day, like 3 days ago. Right now it's relatively cool. It was really hot in the daytime though. Yeah, we could- Yeah, I didn't even think about that. He's got a slightly different angle than me.
What do you think? You guys have enough?
They've got your feed and my feed next to each other, and they can get like a whole panoramic.
Oh, how funny.
There's tank fire right over there too.
Yeah.
It's too crazy. What do you think? If you want to start, you want to go?
We're gonna need power though.
Yeah, but power.
I got one right there.
Are you talking about physical power or?
It's like half done.
The thing is that are we going to write off tomorrow for? Do we think this is actually anything?
I don't know. It's been the heaviest by far.
I mean, what we
That's what people tell me.
Yeah, it's what people on the news they're saying on the news.
Gosh, it doesn't feel effective as that other night because there's no
No, there's a wind. Way more outgoing. Heaps of incoming at night, not much outgoing. Where this is the exact opposite. There's no incoming. Heaps of outgoing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do?
And I'm happy to stay for it.
Because I think if we stay, then we probably won't go. We'll probably end up staying here tomorrow again.
I'd be fine with that. Honestly, because like this is
We don't know the rules yet. We don't even know the stats.
this is popping off down here, and if it's like this tonight, it's probably gonna be huge. Yeah, I meant like hovering at around 40. It drops down to 13 there.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
So we'll probably have so roughly 30 people watching.
But is there not a
What's
bit
the name of Avi's channel? What's your channel name?
of Yemini?
Avi Yemini. AVIYEMINI.
What is that?
Oh yeah,
I don't mind staying. I'm just trying to. It's one of those things like we've got to decide because
I'm cool staying here.
staying. So
I'm
no,
very
we won't go.
This is where you are.
Yeah.
I've been asked. What's the most common question? When's the verification start?
Everyone's. Yeah, so let's do it.
That's right. I'll bring me an image. I'll message her tonight.
Yeah.
I'll send the request tonight.
What?
I'll just send her. Do we want it whole time? Do we want to do it until 30?
What time is it now?
Quarter to.
Quarter to 2? 45 minutes would be fine.
Yeah, what's it, 2:30?
Yeah, we'll do that.
And then just, yeah, unless it looks like it's
Unless it's
going.
going hectic.
If it goes hectic,
If it's
it means
going
it's going
fucking
in.
crazy.
If it is dying off.
Yeah, no. If it's going fucking crazy though, I'll just stay here until it does die.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if it, yeah. Good choice.
So the team have decided to stay here just because it's still going. But I guess this is about catching the invasion if it is going to happen tonight. So we'll watch it till it calms down or heats up. Avi and Minnie, you talking to Willie? Yeah, I was talking to Willie.
You want to lick my butt, Angie?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind cracking a beer. Why don't we bring beers tonight? Isn't that your whole channel?
Yeah, we should have brought beers tonight.
Tonight was the beer night.
Too late.
I should take the live
Too
feed.
late for beers.
Too late. Benji,
Benji.
you're gonna get fired. We should take the audience to your channel, Battles and Beers. We should be taking the audience to find beer at 2 a.m. in a war zone. How to find beers in a war zone at 2 a.m. There's nowhere open around here. We'd have to drive. Oh no, and
Ashkelon.
no, it can't get alcohol after 11 p.m.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
You'd have to drive to like Tel Aviv. Or Gaza. Gaza's closer.
Yeah, we'll just walk in.
Walk into Gaza.
No, I don't.
Look, I'm just running this live because we're here anyways, watching to see when this ground incursion begins. So generally when there is bombardment, heavy bombardment, it's a sign that it potentially could happen. So since I was standing here anyways, I thought we might as well open the live feed. Originally I tried to run it on a bunch of platforms, but so you know, guys, whenever we run it, we'll probably run it on YouTube, and then share it through a link on the,
Don't wander off.
and then share it
I
on,
get shot.
and then share it on the truthaboutthewar.com. Willie is, what's his channel?
Willie OAM.
Willie OAM. Aussie veteran. Top bloke. Yeah, it is my first time reporting from an active war zone. What's a Zionist? Somebody who believes in the state of Israel, that believes it's essentially an Israeli patriot, somebody who believes in Israel's right to exist. That's it. That's as simple as it is. So all the negative connotations are for people who don't believe Israel has a right to exist.
I heard the Marines teach a way to sleep with a lot of noise. Is that true? Yes, it's called physical exhaustion. They was shocked if you just wanted to even know. Yes, you know you're wearing press because from a distance I can't tell you're wearing press. Especially at night. Dude, there's still bomb. This is millions of dollars they've spent. Yeah, that's what I'll be like, hey, I'll be right back.
That is nice, the chair. I should just... Why don't I bring that down? Benji, why does that need to be so high?
Because my camera's already set up like that.
Let's bring it down so I can sit here. Because...
Okay. I just these legs.
We're going to bring it down a bit so I can sit here and watch instead of standing, because my little legs are getting tired at 9 minutes to 2. Careful, because that,
Yeah.
remember. There we go, that's better.
Happy with that?
And now let's pull that up. How do I pull this up? No, it's not even, mate. Can you?
Now you can just adjust with this. No, now you can adjust with this.
No, that's fine. It's fine that high, but it's just not
You want an
even.
angle?
Yeah.
Twist it right here.
Careful, you just watch that doesn't fall out.
And then twist it back in. What?
It's better. Now I can sit.
Gangster setup.
We should just bring it close to each other and then we can chat. Should I come to you? Or you want your life here to be.
They might.
Oh yeah.
For people watching, because there's people.
But
watching
let's
both
just
our
annoy
streams,
them.
and it
That's
would be
gonna
like a
annoy.
screeching
Let's annoy
noise.
them.
Because Willie and I tried that 2 nights ago, and it was so annoying.
Who's taller, Avi or Ben? Who's Ben? Benji. Benji's way taller than me.
Probably by 3 centimeters.
I think it's
Maybe lift this a little bit more,
apparently this
or is that?
the entire weird thing is, I have seen after
That's true, Ecam.
no rockets fired out of Gaza.
It seems to quieten down for a minute here. So that's the question. When you're looking at the ground, I spoke too soon. So when you're trying to figure out when the ground incursion's going to begin, it'll usually come after a heavy bombardment.
I don't think they've ran out of rockets. I definitely think they're saving them though, because they've been in there for like 16 days now, and they fire roughly like 100 rockets a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Like the other night, they fired probably 50 at us in our little facility.
They missed.
Yeah, they missed all of them. But
There was a few direct hits that night. That 3 houses got hit.
yeah, 3 houses got hit in the village we were in. Where do they get the rockets? So they make the rockets inside of there. That's like one of the issues with like humanity.
There's no shelter where we are at the moment.
Sent in there. Like I know a lot of them are.
Well, we got protective gear.
Pipes in Gaza. You can go on Google and Google the types of rockets that they use.
What's up, G-Funk?
They're very scary, but they're not very good rockets. It's not like if like Russian rockets or something like that. Like there's a bomb shelter here at a bus stop.
Yeah, that's drones.
And the rocket and it's gonna stop. It's damn good.
How far from the Gaza border? 600 meters that way. Sean, g'day. Do you think the Chinese fleets? I haven't seen the reports on that. I've seen people on Twitter talking about it, but I couldn't actually confirm any of that. I doubt
No, they probably make
that means anything at this point.
stuff like that. Some of them are pretty wonky too. Like we've seen some rockets take off, they just like turn around and go straight back down.
We're being careful, don't you worry.
Straight up in the air. So you can definitely tell they're homemade rockets. The tunnels go as deep as 400 meters. Which is crazy.
What's that?
Tech show.
Oh, yeah. Artillery.
I have no idea why they're still waiting. I wonder that every single day. The day I
Any
get
good
stuck,
beer in Israel? Yeah, there's alright beer in Israel.
I was convinced like the ground invasion was gonna happen like while I was in there. When I got here, I was like, it's gonna be this night. No, okay, then the next night, then the next night, then the next night. It's just I think in the event of a ground invasion, they will shoot a ton of whatever they've got left into Israel to try to inflict as much damage as they can. The rockets they've got now would be pretty useless against like a
Are people going on like normal? Things have returned to not normal. It's much quieter than normal on the streets, but it is a lot more normal than a week and a half ago in Israel. When I was walking around, the streets were empty. Everybody was at home, glued to the TV. Whereas day by day, more and more people are out. But soldiers seem to be, and everyone around the country just wanting to see what's when the ground invasion is going to happen. I think everybody believes in this country that the ground invasion needs to happen. And yeah, before morale wanes. Was there a situation where we've been terrified? Oh, there's been some scary moments doing this, especially when, I think the scariest part is when drones come overhead and drop ammunitions and then follow you.
The drone was scary.
The drone was the scariest, wasn't it?
The drone was very scary because that's very like.
Because they can see you.
It's very like personal.
Personal.
Like, oh.
Invaded my personal space, and they dropped ammunitions not far from us. That was. I crapped myself a little bit that time.
Yeah, like where we are right now. If we see rockets take off, we have roughly 15 seconds.
Yeah, there's Jewish schools, Jewish communities. They're all being targeted now by the same people that are acting as if Israel or Jews are somehow the perpetrators of violence and intimidation. It's mind-boggling. You commit such an atrocious, barbaric terror attack where you kill, I think it's 15 or 1600 people, mostly civilians, and in such a barbaric manner, and kidnap that many more. And then you target the Jewish communities around the world. Yeah, it's hard to unwind while I'm here. I'm look forward to having a break after finally getting home to Australia, because it is hard to unwind, especially because even when we go back to where we're staying, we're under constant rock of fire and we go to bed super late. So right now it's 2 a.m. We'll probably give it about half an hour more to see whether it's going to escalate or taper off for the night. If it escalates, we'll stay around because that may indicate the ground incursion will begin. Yeah, they drop little. I don't know. What did the drones drop that time?
Grenade.
Grenade.
Yep.
And it was super scary. It's funny after the fact, but in the moment,
Yeah, all of it is like funny and.
if you survive it.
Yeah, you get that like adrenaline, dopamine rush.
Yeah.
That's probably why I keep going to places like this. You just gotta be smart and aware. Hey, thanks. I really appreciate that.
Right click and block the spammers. Yeah, I know I should. I don't. Hold on, let me see. It's just a lot of effort. Pray for the trolls. Alright, trolls, if you can comment now so I can just delete a bunch of you. They move too fast. Hi, Yankee. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. We'll leave the live chat on. You can talk to each other. Give you mod powers. Oh, that's a good idea, Yankee.
Write it down a lot.
Hold on, Yankee. I'll just confirm. Benji? Can you just... Do you have your phone? Do you have Yankee's number?
Phone number?
Yeah, do you have his phone number?
No, I don't have this one.
Do you, on Slack?
Yes, yeah.
Slack him to check if that's really him asking to become a moderator. Slack message. If he wants to ask him if he asks me, is it really him?
Yes,
He's typing?
It's
It's
me.
me, okay. Oh shit, what did I do? Did I do it? Oh, I've lost it. Tell him to Yankee, comment again so I can make you moderator.
Yes. Add me.
Yeah, comment again because I lost that comment. Daniel. Daniel, I'll do you too. Oh, here we go. Yankee. Crap, what is it? There we go. Here. Add moderator. There, Yankee. There you go. Done. The new moderator is in the house. The trolls are going to get destroyed. Daniel, do you want to be moderator too? Get rid of all the spammers and the people threatening or whatever. Let's keep it to a actual decent discussion. Oh yeah, King Yankee's got the power. Yankee's got the power and he's not afraid to use it. He's like the IDF of my chat. Yeah, oh, they've gone all quiet now. Start with Lord Dorden. Stay busy, Yankee. Everyone give a thumbs up to Yankee. Legend. I couldn't keep up with it. The comments fly, and you can't do it from the phone. He must be on a computer. He was commenting a lot. Now he's not commenting. I think he's busy nuking the trolls. So we're going to wait till about 2:30. It's 2:07 now. I think the plan was to wait till about 2:30 to see whether it picks up or drops off. But I guess when we start watching these, I'll start earlier. So if it cuts off, we'll start running them when I have to sit here. Anyways, I'll let you guys join me on what is history unfolding in front of us. Be nice to Yankee, he has the power. And for those of you asking, yes, he's Jewish. The Jews control my chat. Deal with it. Daniel, do you want power or not? I know you're not Jewish, but I trust you. You're like, I'll be the puppet master.
Oh yeah.
I do sympathize with Gaza civilians, and I ask them to please listen to the directions of the IDF and don't not fall for the Hamas's get some rest. Yeah, I do need some rest, but we don't look at the end of the day when you're doing this work and you come around the world to do it. We do, I half my work is getting interviews here, which we've got a lot, and we've still got a few coming out with all different people, official people, the average person, soldiers on the front line, volunteers, including ambulance and all that. To show what actually happened, and then the other side of it is to just find to cover history as it unfolds. Like where we're sitting now, this is a point where the mainstream media sits the whole day where nothing actually happens, and they get their live crosses from here just because it has Gaza in the background. But then when it all picks up in the evening, which it picked up at about 8 when most of them had already left, and the last couple stayed here till about 9:30, and it's been going since then. Now we're here because we need to we're trying to work out when this ground incursion is actually going to happen. Our sources were giving us Saturday morning, and that all changed when the hostages were the two out of currently 212 hostages were released, the American hostages, which pushed off that ground incursion. So now it's just a guessing game, and you try to base it on what's happening on the ground. And the only way to see what's actually happening on the ground is by sitting here and watching what's happening on the ground. And I figured for hours I was doing it without you guys. I thought, why not bring you along? Now it's gone under 1,000 people on this thing, so it means that Yankee is just blocking non-stop. Gotta love him. Daniel, do you want the power or not? I can't. Give me a straight answer.
I really appreciate that. It's not necessary, but it is very appreciated.
Oh, the chat is way nicer now. Yankee is efficient. Oh, there we go. That's the first one in a while.
Yeah, it is first.
I think it is dying down.
That was artillery too.
The airstrikes have stopped.
I think the jets are refueling and getting more ammunition. More ordnance.
Oh, they're refueling more ordnance, so that means
It's been flying around nonstop for 5 hours.
we don't know. We have no idea. Yeah, it is a bit quiet at the moment. Everyone loves Yankee. Slow the chat. I think you can set it to only showing you top comments. I don't know. It's very hard. I've never done this before. But we can banter a bit in it. Why not? It's 2:12 a.m. I've hardly slept.
Yes, your entire body.
I try reading some of the comments, and as I get into it, too many comments push it up. So it's banter is healthy. I'm with you on that. Yankee deserves a raise. Don't give him any ideas, mate. 12:12 in the UK. Why is Gaza so dark? I don't know. There was a bit more light earlier. I'm not sure if the power's being cut to some parts of it. I can see some light up there. Can you play?
Yeah, more mixed things.
Yid, yes, I'm a Jew. Wow, you got me. Yankee, you skipped a couple there. Yankee, get rid of the troll. He's just realized calling me a Yid somehow is offensive. A Yid is a Jew in Yiddish, for those who don't know. And I guess a troll thinks I'm going to be offended by the fact that I'm a proud Jew. How do you slow down the chat? Is that something I can physically do? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Can I slow down? I think they're making... Are you guys making it up? Avi's slurring like crazy. Avi's tired, alright? You're a brave man, huh? If you guys just chilled out on the comments, I would be able to read them. Hold on, I'm going to check if there's a slow mode because everyone's talking about it. Where's this slow mode? Oh, that's a glow. Comments? No. I don't see this slow mode. I think you guys are playing with me. There is a slow mode, mate. Where is it? How do I do it? No, I'm the idiot. I need my technical support. I've never done this before. I'm probably going to have to find a Biden mode. It's going to be gibberish then. Artillery?
I think so. I think that was artillery. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, they're firing a couple now. There's a bit of artillery coming in. It's coming from the left, isn't it?
Shooting.
I can't do slow mode on my end. Yankee does not have the power. Apparently it's something... Oh, what was that? Was that an airstrike?
I don't hear any jets.
But did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
But it's a real thing. Oh, you cannot do slow mode on mobile. There you go, guys. Trying to get me to do the impossible. Thank you, SG1. Okay, Daniel says, Avi, click on the video symbol on your... What? Freaking comments running away while I'm trying to understand how to read comments. YouTube dashboard and go live. Yeah, but I think that's on a computer. That must be on a computer because I didn't have that. Bit of noise picking up. There's another... The jet's back.
Yeah.
Alright, the question is...
More bombing.
Is the bombing going to start again? So the jets went away for a bit. Has Dan Andrews arrived in Gaza yet? I don't know. The sentiment to Netanyahu, I think most of the country is not very happy with him at the moment. From the left, they weren't happy with him before there was big protests. And I think a lot of people blame him for the attack. So that's why I find it odd when people... Did you hear that?
What?
Who was that? I find it odd that people think that, you know, I had my issues certainly through COVID with Netanyahu, but the idea that he somehow did this attack for personal political gain makes no sense because it has not helped him politically. Avi, do you have OnlyFans? Not that I know of. But I have some suspicious people that hang around me. What about Kibbutz Magen?
That's a ISR drone bombers that goes American resident.
So what is that? What was that question? What's the logistical ratio usage between using F? I have no idea. I'm not an expert in that field. But we certainly get a lot of both. You can hear some tanks moving now. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but there's a bunch of tank movement now. What does that mean? Well, we can speculate. What do we want to speculate?
There's been like 2 tanks driving around there for like the last hour.
Moving around.
I have no idea what
What does that mean? Maybe they done the beer run. Maybe they heard us. They're getting beer. Somebody else pulled up on that. Any shout out for the Australian Greens? Yeah. They should come. They love Hamas that much. They should go to Gaza. I'm sure their ideologies align, Daniel. The Australian Greens and Hamas. A bit like the person in London who waved the pride flag in the pro-Palestinian rally because he thought we're all allies and we're all friends and we all hate, I guess, the Zionists. Didn't work out too well for him, did it? They're useful idiots to the Hamas cause. That's what the Greens and all of them are. Every two minutes sounds right. What's that, Yankee? I love how you have a little symbol next to your name, Yankee. Does that feels all powerful, doesn't it? Something's going on now. Yeah, it's happening. It's pretty close to us. So you got to remember the border's only 600 meters from here. So everything that you're hearing is happening in between here and there because they haven't actually gone in really to Gaza. Yankee, did you actually manage to do the slow motion or something?
That's a Merkava
Why light on?
flagship tank. I was pretty much
Oh, is he going crazy, Yankee? I don't understand. What's everyone going? Do we like Yankee or do we not like Yankee? Come on, guys. It's almost as controversial as Israel. Almost as controversial as Israel's right to defend herself is Yankee's moderation of my group. Do we like him or not? Does Yankee have the right to defend our comment section? It's good to have laughs after this many days. Couple of giggles, but yeah, guys, if you want to see the serious stuff from on the ground, this is just a live feed. This is what we do. This is how we chill and pass the time to watch, to be able to bring you the news as it happens from the front line. So if you want to see and catch up with stuff and see all the different stories and support our mission here, go to thetruthaboutthewar.com. Yankee is cool. He certainly thinks he's cool. Nah, I like Yankee. I hung out with Yankee 6 weeks ago in Israel. Hamas wouldn't dare that stuff when Yankee was around. Wouldn't dare. Yeah, Yankee does have guns. He lives in the freedom of Florida. He's in Florida. I think he's in Miami. Are we gonna dox Yankee? That's the question. I'm getting bitten here.
That's one of my arms or my.
I'm getting bitten by. What are they? What are these things? It better not be one of those ticks you told me about that make you vegan. Have you guys heard about that? What is it?
It's a Lone Star tick.
A Lone Star tick. The Yank today was telling me about the scariest bugs I've ever heard of. They apparently make you vegan. How bad is that, guys? A tick that makes you vegan. The Greta tick. That's right, Daniel. I couldn't think of anything worse. Becoming a vegan, I would fight that thing till, make you allergic to meat. I would take antihistamine and eat a steak. I would not bend, I would not cower to that allergy. The truth about the war. Oh yeah, can I pin that? I can pin that. Oh wait. Yankee, can you pin your own comment, Yankee? Put the URL at the top. Maybe say follow, put a message with it. Can you do that, Yankee, or is that something I have to do? Can't pin, all right. Why don't you actually put a call? Hold on. All right, see if here, pin message. Did I do it? Yeah, I did it. Does it actually work? Did you actually check your URL? Is that the right one? The Bill Gates mosquitoes. That's what we were saying. Done. There we go, Yankee. We're a good team. I like the little spanner you've got as a thing on your... Like, oh, that was big. What was that? I think that was an airstrike. We're going to hear it any second. Did you guys see that? Oh, gosh, that was a big one. A couple big ones. Holy moly. Oh, gosh. All right, it's not calming down now. Right as we were about to leave. No, that's not calming down at all. That's 4. That's 4 decent ones. 5. Yeah, it's ramping up again. We were about to leave, but I think that's out of the question. There you go. I did that one, Yankee. Is that better? How do they feel? Some of them are loud. Some of them are pretty intense. Most of them. I get. What are the scariest ones? Explosions, I guess.
J Dams.
The J Dams. What are they?
One exploded 900 meters from us when you guys were out getting pizza.
So what is it?
Cruise missile?
It's like a
Cruise missile.
bomb drop from planes.
Oh, the plane,
They're guided.
the guided missiles from the plane.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So there was one 900 meters from here when
Yeah, it was
we went to get the
loud.
food.
It was loud.
And did you feel it?
Yeah.
Because most of these ones, like you feel the vibration from
Yeah, it
here.
blew like dust up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Nuts. It was loud.
You need water?
Is it open?
There's one there.
Oh, that one I felt.
I'll grab a bottle.
Is there a full bottle there? I'm a germaphobe. Unless it's my bottle, I don't want to drink it from. I don't trust any of you.
I'm the same way.
I'm such a germaphobe. Don't tell anyone. Can I carry a firearm while reporting? As an ex-IDF soldier, I can apply because I was in combat for a firearm in Israel. However, by the time I get that process done and dusted and go through all the steps and it's all gone. It's going to take too long. So JDAM is a guidance kit that there we go. All right. There's more educated people on this issue than I am, but I'm glad that also we're traveling with people that know their stuff here. Does Israel have any snakes or other reptiles? I have heaps of cats. There's cats everywhere.
There's a store alarm going off behind us. It might be an infiltrator trying to get food.
Really?
Yeah. Because they caught one here earlier today.
Yeah, I know. They caught one in the field. So there's
There's a grocery store back behind us.
So behind us. Yeah,
I'm gonna go tell Willie.
yeah, maybe just watch our backs, but behind there. So this is actually, so you know, this is the edge of Sderot. This is here. It's been evacuated. It was the Jewish town of Sderot, where the terrorists went house to house here, looking for people to butcher, to rape, to kidnap, to maim, to burn, all through here into this town. So right now we're actually hearing an alarm in there from one of the shops in behind there, which could be, so one of the threats at the moment are infiltrators who were here 16 days ago in that assault, in that attack, in that terrorist attack, and they actually caught one out here today in the fields hiding 16 days later. So that alarm could be one that's looking for food. I don't know if they're armed anymore because they're
Probably not. Getting caught with a gun would be a death sentence.
Yeah, being caught with a gun now would probably be a death sentence. So they're likely unarmed.
Found a random bottle. Not sure if anyone drank it.
I don't want that.
No. I think it's not water bottle anyway. I'm gonna grab the net.
Yeah, how would they survive? I don't know how they survived 16 days, but one dude did. He was caught today, just out here, in there somewhere, and they, you know, in the last 16 days they've been catching ones every couple of days. So a couple of days ago, but the ones that they caught a couple of days ago were actually already in a city in Israel, in Beersheba, in an apartment. Getting a bit cold.
Got my sweater?
I got mine in the boot. I might go get it. I'm gonna get a jumper. I'm getting bitten and cold here. I'll turn it around. Oh wait, Willie wants to say hi. There we go. This is what's your channel?
Willie OAM.
Willie OAM. Tell us about who you are.
I'm an Australian veteran. I served in Afghanistan. And now I do this. I got medically separated from the army because I got a brain tumor, and now I still have that itch for war. So I've been to Ukraine for a number of months, Syria, Turkey, and now here reporting as well. So if you want to see like that, but I do very similar to army. It's just
No, we do nothing the same.
What? Yeah, I tell the truth. You don't.
Oh.
Hey, you said we don't do anything the same.
No. I like what you do, actually. I'm doing this live because I see you guys, like, we sit here all day waiting for this to see what's going to happen, and you just like, oh, just go live. You might as well let people see it with you. So
Teaching the man Harvey shit.
yeah, he's actually taught me a fair bit. But nah, top bloke. And we're just going to look at him. An Aussie hero, you know. We've got to be more grateful for it. One of the things in Israel that I found, and that I guess you've seen as well, is people here are grateful for their veterans and their serving and their reservists.
Something like this.
It's even you haven't been to Israel before that. They're like that even on a when there is no war. So
Sadly, I haven't been to Israel during non-war time.
Non-war time.
That sucks.
you'll have to
But I
come
will. I'm gonna come back.
come back.
Yeah. I want to see
Israel's
the bald
always
dude, with the guy who was like
The reservist.
Yeah, he was the best.
I'm gonna go get a jump. I think we're gonna stick around a bit while
Are
that's
we?
happening, or no?
I don't know. We've got like the 6 strikes we had.
Yeah, you reckon
I'm
no?
happy to stick. If you guys want to stay, like, I'm happy. But
I was just gonna get a jumper, so I'm only gonna get a jumper if we're
I'm
sticking
running
around.
out of steam.
1 second. Oh, you're running out of steam?
like, yeah, I'm tired.
All right, so let's. I reckon call it if you think there's nothing.
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
For me,
I'm happy to go too.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's get some because I don't think it's just.
I did not think I was gonna hear
I
that.
think odds are pretty decent as tomorrow if they're pounding the fuck out of it.
Alright, done.
Let's do
Got
it.
it?
Let's do it. We'll set up for tomorrow. I'll rebook the Airbnb.
Yeah. All right, guys. It does look like it's chilled out a fair bit, which indicates it's probably not going to be tonight. So we're gonna try and get some sleep. But I will run the live feeds whenever we are watching it to see it, to see if it's gonna actually start. I'll just turn on the live so you can come by here or through thetruthaboutthewar.com, and all the stories we're doing will go up there as well. If you support the mission, if you support our work, chip in to help cover the costs, or just support it by sharing the stories and sharing the feeds. Till tomorrow, guys.